So this is a question about OCD, one that I don't really see talked about a lot. So the hadith from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that ends with حتى يقال من خلق ربك حتى يقول من خلق ربك
I know the hadith.
فليسمع.
I know the hadith.
Yeah. The problem is that sometimes questions that come to my mind, I don't know which to ignore, which to not. For instance, if one of this, like, who created Allah, I must ignore that. But imagine if someone came to you and said, Sheikh, I don't know if Allah is the only God, I'm going to ignore this. Like, I'm scared. Which questions do I ignore? Which do I not ignore? What to do in this case? They come so much in my head.
Akhi, this is something that requires a counseling session. OCD is generated by shaitan. We all agree upon this. Despite the fact that some psychiatrists may differ or disagree, we're talking about it from an Islamic perspective. OCD is generated through exaggeration and overthinking, which is nourished by shaitan. So in order to solve your problems, you have to sit with a sheikh who would open the way for you and open your eyes so you can see. All those who have OCD cannot see. They have fog in front of their eyes and they're unable to distinguish what is right and what is wrong. So they go to people who are not specialized that may give them the wrong direction, maybe spend a lot of money on them and come empty-handed. A particular sheikh who knows what he's doing, he would sit with you for half an hour. Now, if you say the hadith of who created the heavens, who created the earth, who created the mountains, the oceans, you say Allah, Allah, Allah. Then he says to you, who created Allah? The Prophet said, if this happens, say, amantu billahi wa rasulihi thumma liyantahi. And say, I believe in Allah and His Messenger, and he must refrain. This is crystal clear. What about if he tells you other things? Now, the things that you've mentioned, which is, does Allah exist? Oh, this is totally different from the hadith. The hadith is OCD generated to confuse, but the person believes in Allah. But his lack of knowledge of Allah being the first without a beginning and the last without an end is what caused him to fall into such a confusion. While the other scenario is of a person who doesn't believe in Allah, who doesn't know whether Allah is true or not, whether Allah is existing or not. So this guy has to go to square one, from scratch, as an atheist, as a disbeliever. And we have to take him step by step to prove the existence of Allah, which is very easy, done in a few minutes. And after that, we have to prove to him that Islam is the chosen religion from all over the other religions, and that can be easily proven in few minutes as well. Then we from there cascade the belief in his heart, cement it to build upon it the real Islam. So I hope this answers your question, and Allah knows best.